Guys, welcome to an exciting edition of the Anoki Uncensored show. You can see I'm beaming and I have a reason why. You guys know who I am. Girn, the founder of the umbrella brand Anoki, that has been serving all of you guys for the past 20 incredible years of watching the global South Asian community go from, and I say this all the time, obscurity to dominating every single industry in the world today. And guess what? You can hear that fabulous lady giggling in the background. I am so honored to be sharing space today with one such role model, the incomparable Tamanna Roashan, the founder of the world's #1 independent beauty education platform, Dress Your Face. You guys all know it well. And we are going to be talking about her epic masterclass taking place in just a couple of weeks on September the 4th in New York City. My darling lady, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Raj. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting.
Oh my God, we have so much to talk about, my love. Guys, I know that you guys have been following a lot of the things that Tam has been kind of sharing with everyone. It's just so much mic dropping that's been going on. And I want to kind of break some of this down. It's been a while since you've done a masterclass, just because of this kind of worldwide experience that we were all on the last few years.
The lovely lockdowns.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I want to ask you, first of all, were you kind of a little bit nervous kind of coming back out of that, especially since you're the OG of beauty masterclasses? Like, tell me a little bit about that context. And the reason I'm asking you deliberately that question is I know that there've been some kind of life-changing experiences that you've had on a personal and on a spiritual level, which is kind of the reason why this masterclass is a very different experience, something no one's ever experienced before. So can you share that first? Like, your mindset, the journey that you've been on over these last couple of years that have kind of brought you here, and was there fear around, oh my God, I'm doing this after so much, after so long? Share that, sweetheart.
Absolutely no fear, all excitement. I'm just so ready to get back. I did my first, comeback in India of all places, which was insane. I can't believe we pulled that off, but that's like a whole other conversation. Honestly, the pandemic.
But you know what, Tam, before you answer that question, you just brought up India. I just got to say, when you talk about going big or going home, and you talk about 10xing kind of that whole Bollywood, themed scenario, that's exactly what that India experience was.
It was a production.
Oh my God. It was like, and I think to myself, only someone like you could ever give that kind of service and that kind of experience to the people that, you genuinely that follow you. So go. Yeah.
So memorable. No, I was saying, honestly, the pandemic was a huge hit on every industry that connects with people, right? So, makeup artists, my students, we were all very much affected. Everyone in the entertainment industry. I mean, it was a full-on lockdown for everyone, but makeup artists can't usually work remotely. Thankfully, I do have my online platform, which is now on an app, Dress Your Face Live. Which,
by the way, when you dropped it hit #1. It hit #1, sweetheart.
Yeah. During launch, like the debut week. Yeah, it was wild. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. It's, you know what? It's my peeps. It's the loyal students that just want more and will never leave me, and I will never leave them. And we just have this, this amazing back and forth relationship where it's just a beautiful thing. So I was glad that I was able to carry that on throughout the pandemic. In fact, for a while, I was completely free. I had a whole page of free classes because I knew that a lot of people were financially hit during the COVID time. So I wanted to make sure that I was still accessible to those people. And with that said, I was getting so much feedback from people that were telling me that this was their, way to get over so many things that are going on in their life. Even before the pandemic, they were telling me, and I was able to meet a lot of these women at my master classes during the meet and greets. And so many are in tears when they're meeting me, telling me their life story, how this class or my online classes or just the Instagram presence has helped them get through so many major things. And I was just kind of thinking and reflecting on my personal journey throughout the pandemic and even before, that metamorphosis of what is really important here, what is the bigger picture here, how can I do more for our community, I'm already touching the hearts of so many people, but that's without even like trying to go there, right? That's just with makeup, that's just with me showing up. If I actually have the intent to change someone's life and to give them the tools to change their own lives and to live better and live with more wellness in mind and that mindfulness, how much more can we impact, especially in our community and in the creators community? Right. So that's kind of what led me to change the whole preface of this masterclass program. I came to your Anoki 20-year anniversary event, Raj, and especially that brunch, the networking brunch, where it was so beautifully done. I mean, I didn't think it would impact me the way it did. And I think that was that major turning point for me. And that was so recent. You had spoken such beautiful words of wisdom. It touched my heart. Thara came up and did her guided meditation. It touched my soul. Yeah. And after that, when you connected us and we all got to talking, I felt like I could do something involving these supportive elements to create a complete 360 masterclass, a glow up of the mind, body, and soul, where I would then come in and support that glow up on the outside with my famous DYF masterclass program. So that's kind of where it was born. And, and honestly, it's time to revolutionize again. It's time to evolve again. I was the first to do master classes so many years ago, selling out banquet rooms. I was the first to do online membership programs in my own platform. And now I felt like it's time to reinvent again. And why not now more than ever, especially at the tail end of this insane pandemic that feels like it's never ending, the amount of stress and the amount of burden that women carry anyways in their daily struggles, adding on the anxieties of the pandemic. I feel like now more than ever, I have that chance to really touch these women and let them tap into their inner goddesses, their powerhouses that are literally within their mind, body, and soul, and to bring that out in this masterclass, of course, with your words of wisdom. And I'm so thankful that you are able to join us as our opening speaker to spark that inspiration and that motivation into these women. And then Thara coming in and doing the whole exercise on literally tapping into that inner goddess and bringing that out before I bring in my celebrity facialist to then nourish the skin. So that's the body aspect. And then I come in and do that whole day masterclass that everyone's been waiting for. So that's the plan.
Oh my God. It's
right?
like, this is so epic, guys. I mean, everyone watching, listening, and reading this, FOMO is a real thing. If you're sitting on the fence on this one, this is the one that you want to come out to. You deserve this, right? We deserve to meet each other. We deserve to share space and knowledge and learning, right? On all dimensions of what it actually means to be beautiful, for what it means, for beauty to shine on so many levels. I really, hats off to you, sweetheart, that you had this great, thought that let's expand what beauty means. That's really what you're doing here, right?
100%. Yeah, it's a full inner and outer metamorphosis. People are coming in already to my masterclass and they have this beautiful outward transformation. I want to make, and that in turn does transform how you feel inside. Of course. But if I can give the tools with the help of you, with the help of Thara, with the help of my collaborators, if I can provide those tools to help them feel that same spark, that same magic, even outside of this masterclass, at any given day, at any given crossroads, to be able to tap into that strength inside that they already possess, they just need to find it. Right. If we can assist in that mind-opening experience, then I could not be more humbled and more grateful to be a part of that type of change in someone.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. You know, before we carry on, Tam, let's tell people where they need to go to find out more information, to go reserve their spot, because I know that you really have limited availability.
It's very limited in this one. Yeah. I mean, it's New York City. There's not a lot of space. It's in the heart of Manhattan, you guys. It's on September 4th, which is Labor Day. So hopefully y'all are off work and can actually have some me time that day.
Yes.
It's an all-day thing, and you can get your tickets on DYFmasterclass.com. Super easy to remember, DYF Masterclass. All the info is there. And if you go on my Instagram, you'll see all the other fun things. Okay. So obviously the program is the biggest thing, right? And yes, you do get a certificate. So a lot of the people that come to my master classes are not only just makeup lovers and people who want to better their own skill set, but it's also people who want to take their skills and work on clients. It's also people who are already seasoned makeup artists looking to level up. So you will get a certificate of training from me in this class, and that's its own value as it is.
Absolutely.
But obviously there are some crazy sponsors that are gifting my students incredible items for the goodie bags that I have hand selected. So it's not just like random goodie bag fillers. We don't do that. We've never done that in my master classes. I've always hand selected things that are actually useful, things that I will actually use on my model, so that in turn, then the students can use the goodie bag items to follow step by step on themselves. So technically you don't even need to bring your whole makeup kit. Just bring the certain things that you like, but the actual goodie bag will serve that purpose for you. So this time, because we have that holistic aspect of the class and the wellness and skincare aspect, I've also collaborated with major skincare companies in America that have been so generous and gracious towards this event, and very excited for the whole underlying theme of this event, that they have gifted us a complete A to Z skincare ritual, including the wands and tools to be able to create the best skincare regimen for you, and multiple types of each thing. So you can literally create your own custom skincare regimen and take it home and continue to use it and love it and really take care of the skin that you're in.
Oh my God, this is insane. You know, honestly, that bag that you have been talking about for the last, like, I don't know. I know. It's like, oh my God, I'm telling you, it's like, can you share some of the things? Because I know that you've been very mindful also to kind of include, you know, South Asian product lines. I know that you've been mindful about things that are, you know, natural and Ayurvedic as well. Like, you've really deep dived and thought about what you want to give your women.
There is a little bit of everything. I have everything from makeup to hair care to nails to wellness and vitamins to, you know, obviously skincare, like I mentioned. There's all sorts of things. And the type of brands that I've partnered up with are extremely innovative, reputable, and owned by people I respect and love. A lot of them I know personally, and we have a real good relationship. These are, you know, these are just some of the brands. And then I also have the people who I've built relationships with since the beginning of Instagram. These are my influencer friends that now have thriving beauty businesses. And a lot of them have never sponsored a masterclass before, never even been asked, but they are huge on TikTok. I mean, these are viral beauty brands. And now they are saying that they're so honored to be a part of my masterclass, when literally the honor is all mine. Like, I don't even, my mind is blown how we're able to even make this happen. But these people are gifting my students their best sellers. And this is not an easy, simple ask. It's a huge ask, because we have a massive audience in each of my masterclasses. So I'm just so grateful and so honored and so excited to be able to offer brands like Kristen Dominique, like Live Tinted, and so many other incredible brands that I'm just like, able to New York. She's supporting with some of her top selling palettes. Like, these are big ticket items, and these are very hard to get items in swag bags. The fact that they're supporting our masterclass because they believe in me, they believe in the mission, and they respect my students' hustle. It's just such a big deal. So, I mean, those are just some of the little things that you can expect.
And you know what? I mean, you know me, I have to kind of, put it out there for the South Asian brands that you've got on board. And it's interesting, how totally inclusive you are in that regard, because one of the brands that you mentioned, Live Tinted, is one of the brands that has started since you've been in the business. And it's the first time that they are even doing a sponsorship, of this capacity. That says a lot about the brand that you've built, Tam, the authenticity of your relationship with your audience, with your followers, with your community, right? I mean, there's no faking that. You put your whole world out there to show people that, okay, fine, you are this, beauty entrepreneur and you do all the things, right? But you also are a mom and you're a mother, right? And you're a daughter, and there's this whole other part of your life that's really important to you. Relationships are important to the core of your DNA, which is what these brands see, right?
Yeah. And that's what we've nurtured for the past so many years. I mean, the founder of Live Tinted, Deepika, has been what's so sweet and so humbling for me also is that this is a complete full circle moment. It's honestly been such a full circle moment for a lot of these brands. And I, especially like you and I, Raj, we started 20 years ago. We were in the forefront of paving this path for South Asian representation. When I was on YouTube, when I was growing my social media, Deepika from Live Tinted would see me and be inspired by that. And she and I had this conversation like, wow, this is so full circle, because, a lot of these girls today look up to Deepika as that person. She has paved the way for so many more people. She's created an entire lifestyle and beauty brand surrounding this as her mission. And to hear that when she first started, she looked up to me, it is such a humbling and beautiful thing to think of, that we actually played a role in something so great that we're able to open doors and open minds to create something even bigger than us. So having Live Tinted, this incredible brand that she has built from the ground up, now coming back to represent their brand in our goodie bags, in our DYF Masterclass, is such a beautiful moment for the both of us. And we were just like, rejoicing in that alone,
Absolutely. And I got to throw another South Asian brand in the discussion here, Tam. Another OG brand that literally started the game for South Asians when it comes to kind of the mid-tone skin stuff, Vasanti Cosmetics. I saw that you just announced them as well. Another brand that's been doing this for a very long time, a very innovative brand that now a lot of brands are doing what they're doing. They were the only ones back then. So it's wonderful to see that relationship that you also have. Canadian brand. I gotta say that as well.
Shout out to Canadian brands. Honestly, my first ever massive masterclass, that like big production, the typical DYF masterclass, was in Toronto. And Vasanti was one of my first ever sponsors for that masterclass. So to think 10 years ago, when I began this whole world tour of masterclasses, they were my first supporters. And they are now supporting this New York City masterclass as well. And again, another full circle. I live for these full circle moments. And there's so many of them in this one. I mean, my heart could literally burst. I'm so excited and so, I don't know, just overwhelmed with all the support from like every direction here.
Absolutely. But it's all the support that you give everyone as well. It's a symbiotic relationship. I got to also share one thing. Your celebrity model. Come on, let's talk a little bit about that.
Carly is amazing. First of all, obviously she's stunning, but I just want everyone to know, like, she's just as beautiful on the inside too. She is such a genuine soul, beautiful inside and out in every single way. We've met on a few occasions at her events. And each time that we were able to connect, I felt like we had this like very spiritual bonds between the two of us. And it's just been kind of just very sweet to know that there are people out there in this very, very fake and superficial world, this industry that we're in, that are truly genuine and truly do want to support you, and they respect you and they love you. And that's been kind of that underlying relationship with Carly and I where we can go years without talking, but as soon as we reconnect, we're like, oh my God, I love you so much. And so when I first was planning this New York City Masterclass before the pandemic, this was in 2019 when I was beginning to open up seats for this class that was supposed to happen in April of 2020, which we all know what happened. Carly had agreed to be my model for that. And what's so sweet is I was very nervous to ask her. I mean, she's a huge star. She's, like 6 million subscribers on YouTube, 5 million followers on social media. Like,
wow,
this was something that I was like, oh my God, is she even going to say yes? Does she even do this kind of thing? I know she's managed by, an agent. Like, how is that even going to work? How are we going to make this work? But she immediately was like, yeah, I'm so down. Tam, do you know how long I've been wanting you to do my makeup? I've been watching you forever. I've been wanting you to do my makeup for the past 10 years. And I'm like,
oh my gosh.
okay. And then of course the pandemic happened and years passed. And now that I've, reformulated the whole design of the DYF Masterclass for this New York show, and Carly lives on the East Coast, I was like, let me reach out to her again. I don't know how things have changed since the pandemic. I don't know, where she's at, what she's doing. I know she's a mom now. And so, that whole dynamic has changed. So I'm like, I'm just going to check on her and see how things go. So I messaged her. I'm like, hey, it's back up. And, I know it's been so many years, but let me know, if you're down to be my model, And I mean, immediately she was like, yes. Yes,
wow.
of course. I've been waiting for this day. And it's just so sweet. Like, again, this support is just unbelievable. So yeah, she's the model for this class. She will be there for the meet and greet as well. She cannot wait to meet all of you. And I even asked her, I'm like, she's so humble, Raj. Like, I was just asking her, it's totally up to you how long you want to stay in the class. Like, obviously your modeling time will be during the time that I'm actually doing the demonstration, which is basically most of the day, because that whole intro that we were talking about, the whole metamorphosis on the inside, that's taking up maybe the first 45 minutes to an hour of the class only, but that the whole rest of the day is ours. So, you are free to leave, when we start the meet and greet, or however you want to do it. Or if you want to stay and mingle, that's fine too. She goes, Tam, I'm so not like that. I'm okay with staying. I'm okay with taking pictures with everyone. I'm okay with all of that. I would love to meet everyone. And I'm like, oh my gosh, all right, let's go with the flow and have you chill and stay with us.
So I got to ask you, I want to do a full roundup of what people should expect on the day. What time are they arriving? What is happening at that moment?
Huh?
Let's go. Yeah. Let's one more time. Let's go through the whole thing. And guys, FOMO is real. Listen up.
It is. I know so many people are asking, like, I know I can't make it, but can you save a goodie bag if I buy a seat? And that's just like, we can't save goodie bags. We can't mail the class. So my only, idea for them is, hey, if you can't make it, send a friend, get the ticket, send a friend, let them collect that goodie bag for you, but at least let them be there to take the notes and to absorb everything that is learned in that class, because this really isn't about the goodie bag. This is about so much more. So this is what everyone can expect. Check-in is around 9-ish, 10-ish, the actual event starts at 11 o'clock sharp. So as long as everyone's checked in and settled in at 11, that is the time that the doors will be shut and the program will begin. Again, it's at the Hilton Midtown Manhattan, right in the heart of Times Square. A stunning venue. It is breathtaking in every way. You're going to walk in, check in one hall, and walk through the hall to get to the actual theater where we are going to be performing this amazing setup for you guys. Once class begins at 11 o'clock, my beautiful mentor, Raj, will begin the show with an opening monologue and a chance to tap into everyone's minds and to open it up to all the beautiful blessings that this day has to offer, and to inspire all of you to be your best selves during this day and every day to come. That is what's going to, amen.
I'm so honored to do that.
I'm
so honored.
You know what? When I first asked you, it was right after our interview while we were still on the stage at the brunch. And I was like, oh, I wish you could be there to do this. And you looked at me, you said, I can, without even knowing the date, without even knowing what it would entail. You looked at me and you said, I can, let's talk. And you're
Absolutely.
doing this. So
I will always be
everyone
there to
needs
support you.
and I love you so much. Thank you so much. I want everyone to know that this part, your part in this class, is so meaningful to me. And I can't wait for everyone to hear your words of wisdom so that it can stay with them the way it stayed with me. And that's why I always call Raj my mentor, you guys, because her words resonate. It hits a chord, it strikes a chord that just stays with you. And I honestly cannot wait for you guys to hear what she has to say to start this beautiful day. So after Raj's, I would say 10 minutes moment of opening up everyone's minds, then Thara Natalie will be doing her portion, which is the opening of the souls and the spirits and the higher beings, where she will be performing a guided meditation for all of us to follow. Now, when I say meditation, it's not a typical meditation. Those of you who know me from the beginning, you know I'm not really into yoga. I'm not into being quiet. I'm a very loud and busy woman. I don't really stop and breathe. Okay, I just don't. And I don't take, I take joy in such things. I take joy in traveling and doing things, like making things happen. However, at Raj's Anoki 20 anniversary party and brunch, when Thara did her thing on that stage and had us all close our eyes, breathe, and picture things within our bodies. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil. I'm not a pro at this. I don't even know what I'm saying. All I know is those few minutes, it was short and sweet. Those few minutes of that guided meditation that she performed touched me in such a way that I'm a completely changed person. Wow. I truly, truly value being in touch with your inner spirit, getting out whatever feelings you need to get out, and kind of being aware of your higher being and your higher self. You guys, we are women, we are goddesses, and we can do everything. And we also get overwhelmed. We also get so exhausted, rightfully so. And if no one is there for us, we can be there for us. And with the tools that she provided in that, what was it, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes of a meditation, the tools that she provided for us in that short time has stayed with me, just like Raj's words have stayed with me. And I want to give that back to all of you as well. So there will be a guided meditation from Thara, which is not really here to put you to sleep. That's not how this works. This is to light a flame. Okay, this is going to light a flame within you to tackle the world and tackle the days and be your biggest diva goddess self that you are, the divine feminine self that you are. So that's what's happening in that portion. So now we have the mind, we have the soul. Then we move on to the actual hands-on masterclass portion, which begins with a 10 to 15 minute skincare ritual from my A-list celebrity esthetician, Crystal Coro, who's flying in from LA to New York City specifically to give you guys the tools to create the perfect skincare regimen for yourself. We're going to do some education there and a step-by-step DIY facial and a DIY lifting and lymphatic drainage massage for your face. Wow. This is what's going to transform the skin you're in and give yourselves that incredible glow. Now that you're glowing from the inside with your mind and your soul, you can now reflect that glow on the outside by taking care of your skin. And then ultimately, I will be doing that entire masterclass with Carly as our model, and you guys are going to be then finishing up that whole metamorphosis by reflecting that inner goddess on your outer selves. And by the end of this class, you will be a completely transformed woman. And I am so excited to see that happening.
And I'm so excited that that service, sweetheart, is what you have put together. Thank you so much for that service. I mean, honestly, I've been saying this off the top. FOMO is real, guys. You got to go to that link. Let's tell them again, Tam, one more time. Where do they need to go to reserve the few tickets that are still available?
It is DYFmasterclass.com. We have sold out of the VIP Plus tickets, but the VIP tickets, there's still a few left where you get the same goodie bags as the VIP Plus students. It's still, I mean, literally anyone who attends, even general admission, your guys' goodie bags for general admission are at least $1,500 worth. Probably a lot more because we're still announcing sponsors.
Oh my gosh.
And that's insane. So if you're able to join, whether you're a general admission ticket holder or a VIP ticket holder or a VIP Plus ticket holder, the entire experience is the same. The only difference obviously is where you're going to be seated, but it's not a massive hall like a lot of my other ones. It's still more intimate. So that's why we are saying tickets are quite limited for this one, because it is a smaller, more intimate feel. But with that said, at the end, it's a party, guys. We are having a huge meet and greet afterwards where you're going to meet me, you're going to meet my model, we're going to network, we're going to have a good time, we're going to take pictures together. And it's going to be incredible, you guys. And like Raj said, FOMO is real. This is the class that is so different from any of my other master classes. This is the class that if you are able to come, make it happen, you guys. I would hate for you guys to miss out on such an opportunity, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to pull this type of lineup off again. It makes sense right now. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, you guys. And I really hope you guys can make it.
This Labor Day long weekend, guys, on September the 4th specifically, you will experience in one incredible day 360 beauty, female empowerment, networking, learning, and all-round well-being. It's going to be absolutely epic. And I cannot wait for everyone to meet each other, because that's what it's all about.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's all about. Thank you, my darling. It really is. Thank you, my darling. I cannot wait to see you in a couple of weeks. It's going to be so incredible. And I can't believe you're still dropping all of these freebies, like all of these products.
I know more and more brands are starting to arrive, and we're just like, oh my God, this is crazy. How are we going to fit everything in one huge goodie bag? I may need to have multiple bags. Like, this is just crazy.
Everyone, you know, honestly, Tam, everyone that comes, they just need to bring an extra suitcase. That's all you got to do, guys.
You know what's so funny? I just mentioned that too, because one of my attendees was like, how big of a suitcase do we need to bring to carry everything? I'm like, bring a standard suitcase. Bring an empty suitcase in addition to whatever else you're bringing, because you're going to fill that up with all the stuff. And remember, you're also taking home all the mirrors that are on the desk, the notepads, the pens, everything that's on your station is for you to take home too, in addition to the goodie bags. So you're going to need some space.
This is not a time to be on the fence, guys, because there's only a limited number of tickets left. You guys know this. FOMO is real. Tam is the authentic OG here. She loves her fans. You guys know it. I love this woman because everything she does from her heart, from her mind, from her soul. Like, you know, every product that she's got in there, I don't know how much time you've been dedicating to do all this, sweetheart.
All day, every day.
It really, day, every day. Absolutely. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for coming on.
Thank you.
Cannot wait to see everyone that is watching, listening, and reading this be a part of this. And one day, sweetheart, you want to do a virtual world masterclass in addition to this. Honestly, I can't even imagine how many people would want to be a part of that as well. Irrespective of, you know, being there in person with the gift bag. I know there's so many people that would never be able to have the opportunity to see you. And that's the people that subscribe to your online platform. Yeah. Let's not forget that. Yeah. Go check out the beauty app. Go check out the online platform. There are so many products that Tam herself has created. And I know a couple of those are going to be in the gift bags as well. Do you want to maybe, you know, drop some of that information for people?
Yeah. So I launched, as you know, the DYF Beauty Brush Set. This is an incredible luxury pro grade brush set that is handmade and custom crafted. Every single brush has been designed by me personally. This is not a collab. This is not a partnership with anyone else. This is solely my brand. And I've been working on it for the past 10 years, 10 years, trying to find the best of the best when it comes to fibers, when it comes to technology. with the bristles and everything. There is so many, brushes out there that can be very confusing. No, all brushes are not created equally. I wanted to make something that's truly transformative on the face. And so I've created the ultimate brush set to do this, to make everything look like $1,000,000, where it doesn't matter what cosmetics you're using. It really doesn't. What matters is the application. I wanted to be able to offer these tools to my DYF Masterclass students. So I've decided that I would be gifting all of the VIP and VIP plus students the entire 16-piece luxury brush set valued at $295 US. Everyone's going to be receiving it as a free gift, who is in the VIP and the VIP plus section. So if you're able to get a VIP ticket, VIP plus is sold out, like I said, but if you're able to get a VIP ticket, if you want my brush set, that is included with that. But I didn't want to forget my general admission students either. So I am offering a $100 voucher towards the brush set for anyone who has not purchased their brush set yet in the general admission students. And a lot of them have purchased their brush sets, but may want a second set for this unbelievable price. This is a wholesale price, guys. This price will never go to anyone in the public. And so I have emailed everyone their unique code to use on DYFbeauty.com to receive their brushes for $195 instead of almost $300.
Wow.
So it's unheard of. It's crazy. And you guys, these the 16 pieces with the luxury case, that is literally like the lowest price you could ever find for brushes that are like this. So that's one. In addition to that, I have a collaboration with Bombay Hair that I've had for so long, since the start. And we have some incredible accessories. We have hair brushes, like venting hair brushes. We have a beautiful head wrap towel, a microfiber towel for after your shower. It just dries your hair so beautifully. My kids and I we both use it. So that's included for all the goodie bags. I have my claw clips to keep your hair out of the way during the demonstration. That's included in the goodie bags. There's a lot of really incredible brands and items, and I'm just so honored to be able to myself finally be a sponsor to my masterclass as well.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I don't even know who wouldn't want to go to this for so many reasons, Tam. You haven't left, anything off the table here. You've just gone above and beyond. What an incredible experience this is going to be. It is going to be epic. I cannot wait to see everyone there. Please come out and do this for you. That's what this is about. That's what this is about, right, Tam?
Exactly.
Thank you for coming on and sharing all of this incredible information, and kind of the reason behind you felt that you needed to do a paradigm shift, that you needed to innovate this masterclass that you created, that you're the OG of. Thank you so much for coming on, my love.
Thank you, Raj. It's been an honor. Thank you. I love you.
And I'll see all of you guys again for another episode of Anoki Uncensored. Until then, stay connected with us for free. You know that everything that we do is about you. Our magazine blog is at anokilife.com. Our socials, you guys know, Anoki Life, and our weekly free newsletter. In addition to this podcast, you guys know that everything that I do, everything that my, team do is in support of uplifting you guys. We are honored to serve you, and I cannot wait to see you on the next show. And all of you guys who have gotten your tickets to Tam's show, you know that I cannot wait to see you as well. Take care of yourself, guys. I adore every one of you.